Hey guys, and welcome to Ardent Sports, and here I am talking about the Hall of Fame ballot of 2021. So, this was an interesting year. The ballot this year was obviously highlighted by Curt Schilling, Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, Omar Vizquel, Andy Pettitte, Mark Buehrle, LaTroy Hawkins, Nick Swisher, and some other names. So, this ballot featured 11 first-time names and 14 returning names. 2020 did not have a ceremony due to obvious reasons, so they will be inducted with the Hall of Fame class of 2021. However, there isn't a class of 2021. That's right, for the first time since 2013, there is no one being inducted into the Hall of Fame via the BBWAA. The Baseball Writers Association of America. There you go. Baseball Writers Association of America. I'm like, what is the last A? So no one received the 75% minimum in order to get on the ballot, but the closest was actually Curt Schilling, with 71.1% of the ballot. He was 16 votes shy of making it into the Hall of Fame. Schilling was followed up by all-time home run leader Barry Bonds at 61.8% and 354-game winner Roger Clemens at 61.6%. All three of them are in their 9th year of eligibility, leaving them only one more chance to get in next winter. Players get 10 shots at enshrinement via the writers' voting before moving on to consideration by one of the Hall's various era-based veterans committees. However, Curt Schilling wrote a pretty lengthy letter to the Hall that he also posted to Facebook, asked to be removed from the writer's ballot next year. Quote, "I will not participate in the final year of voting. I am requesting to be removed from the ballot. I'll defer to the Veterans Committee and men whose opinions actually matter and who are in a position to actually judge a player. I don't think I'm a Hall of Famer, as I've often stated, but if former players think I am, I'll accept that with honor." The support for Bonds and Clemens has mostly plateaued in recent years, as the writers' positions on players associated with the steroid era have become largely entrenched at a level leaving them just shy of the threshold. Last year, Clemens was named on 61% of the ballots, while Bonds was at 60.7%. Schilling had his has his percentage climb from 45% in 2017 to 70% last year. Most players who reach the 70% level eventually garner enough support to land in Cooperstown. However, backlash against Schilling's public and social media comments appears to be limiting his support. So real quick, let me just update you guys on how it went. So Curt Schilling got 71.1%, Bonds had 61.8%, Clemens had 61.6%, Scott Rowland had 52.9%, Omar Vizquel fell to 49.1%, Billy Wagner had 46.4%, Todd Helton had 44.9%, Gary Sheffield had 40.6%, Andrew Jones had 33%, Jeff Kent 32.4%, Manny had 28.2%, Sammy Sosa was 17%, Andy Pettitte with 13.7%, Mark Buehrle with 11%, Torrey Hunter with 9.5%, Bobby Abreu with 8.7%, and Tim Hudson with 5.2%. So Scott Rowland went from 35.3% last year to 52.9%. Todd Helton went from 29.2% to 44.9%. Sheffield went from 30.5% to 40.6%, and Wagner went from 31.7% to 46.4%. Omar Vizquel, however, went from 52.6% to 49.1%. Presumably, the since publicized domestic abuse allegations against him played a role in that. Torrey Hunter managed to avoid falling off. Torrey Hunter, Bobby Abreu, and Tim Hudson were all in the danger zone between 5 and 10%, but were able to move on to another year of balloting. The same, although is not the case for Aramis Ramirez, LaTroy Hawkins, Barry Zito, AJ Burnett, Michael Kadire, Dan Herron, Nick Swisher, and Shane Victorino. They all had fantastic careers, but none of them will make it into Cooperstown, at least via the BBWAA. It is possible they could get in via the Veterans Committee. We'll see what happens there. So there will still be a ceremony, like I said, in July. Derek Jeter, Larry Walker, Ted Simmons, and Marvin Miller will all be inducted in the Cooperstown as the class of 2020 in 2021. Let me know what you guys think of this craziness in the comments down below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell is the number one way to help out the channel. I'm quite surprised that none of these players managed to get into the Hall, especially with a few of them being so close. If you ask me, I don't think Bonds and Clemens will ever make it. Schilling obviously won't make it now. That means that the top vote getter from this year's ballot, aside from Bonds and Clemens, was Scott Rowland at 52.9%. So is it possible that we could be looking at a couple years of no one getting into the Hall of Fame? We'll have to see who's on the ballot next year to see if there's any like no doubt players. So that'd be people who retired in 2016, which I think was David Ortiz, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe David Ortiz will be a first-year Hall of Fame ballot, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for me. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. It's the number one way to help out the channel. And I'll be talking to you guys with more off-season news. DJ LeMahieu, George Springer, JT Realmuto, all off the table. Videos coming on those soon. And I'll be talking to you guys later. Peace out.